Oh, just wonderful. You know, that is Mock Tudors live in session with Self-Assessment, followed by The Shake. And I have to say, at the beginning of Self-Assessment there was a little bit of seeming AC/DC riffarama going on.
Yeah, there's some flabby dad rock, definitely is a contingent of this.
Just
group,
aided and abetted by the fact that you're wearing shorts as well.
Oh, yeah. Never thought about that.
Yeah, just get a satchel and then you could do an AC/DC tribute act just before Mock Tudors.
You just got to go for those disorientating visual cues so people see you, make the wrong assessment before you start playing. That's the key in this business, isn't it?
Well, the thing is, you know, you wear Adidas, other Dasses are available, clobber, don't you? And so if you were to just see a photograph of Mock Tudors, you might be forgiven for thinking they were kind of like along the lines of maybe Beastie Boys, maybe Jamie T, somebody like that. But of course, you're nothing like that, are you? Well,
we bought them for practical reasons, for sweating on stage. And then a woman came up to us at the end of the gig and said, right, yeah, see what you've done there, because the black and white Adidas stripes are like Mock Tudor beams, and so we've just rolled with that ever since. Yeah,
somebody made up your image for you.
Pretty much, yeah. Pure serendipity. Yeah.
Right. Is it kind of mock Tudor, or is it realistic old Mock Tudor?
I don't know which era actually. I would say maybe like the 70s Mock Tudor is the one we're hitting. Third wave.
Like what footballers would have bought, perhaps.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, excellent stuff. Okay. So you practice, we mentioned Delicious Clam an awful lot on this programme for one reason or another, a set-up in Sheffield. And that's part and parcel of your world, is it not?
It is 100%. That is our world. We rehearse there in the basement and we play gigs there, and there's a great recording studio above it as well. And it's just a fantastic spot for grassroots music in Sheffield, and we're part of that community, and it's ace.
Do you have keys to Delicious Clam?
Yeah.
Although they had a key changeover recently because there's too many people with keys who had passed through the years, so it was a security breach. So there's one key per member now.
Yeah. And we managed to fill in the great. We're all freelance, so we managed to fill in the slots that no one wants. So one of the main reasons of this starting this band was because that we could rehearse on like a Tuesday morning, because we would drive work in a January or something like that.
Yeah, the DOS's slot.
Yeah, it was kind of like it's like a jam that's gone wrong. Really, we never intended to take it out of the basement. So yeah, but it was just for the reason of being able to practice in Clam that we could start doing this.
It seems rude not to, doesn't it? But a marriage of convenience. But have you ever turned up there, at 10 o'clock at night, expecting it to be empty, and you see like an heavy metal band in there who've also got a key?
Constantly.
Karaoke.
Yeah, constantly battered out by riffs. Yeah.
Need to get onto the booking side of things, just drill into the guys there.
Some serious admin flaws with that team.
I can imagine. I can only imagine. So the next tune that you're going to do for us, not just yet, by the way, is Mr. Grinelli, but there's a local story behind that, is there not?
There's a ice cream vendor in Sheffield called Grinelli's.
I think there's an ice cream vendor in most cities, which is Grinelli's. I know of Grinelli's as well.
Well, we've got a theory that it's like a bigger syndicate than just the locality. So we've written a song about the head Grinelli, who is a pretty scary guy, we imagine.
But didn't you rub shoulders with a member of the Grinelli family?
Yeah, we were kind of playing a gig in Swansea with Bug Club, and a gentleman came up at the end and said, I'm a Grinelli, and so we kind of was quite he took it very well, and we managed to flog him a t-shirt at Grinelli's prices, so it all worked out really well.
Is it a reciprocal arrangement? I mean, if a Grinelli's van pops round your road at some point in time, can you just pop your head out the window and go, we know a Grinelli, can I have a 99 for half price, maybe?
Fingers crossed. This whole song has been based on absolutely zero research apart from seeing a Grinelli's van and then making up the rest of the story.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, we'll be in Sheffield Magistrates Court.
I mean, we remember Bin Day, don't we? And, obviously the tragic story that surrounded that. But, I mean, if the person did exist, that person doesn't exist now because it's a very sad ending, and somebody else might have got involved and taken you to task. So you're treading on thin ice, aren't you? You don't care, do you?
It's real rock and roll.
It is. Yeah, it's like the Sex Pistols all over again, isn't it?
Yeah, but purely administrative, clerical kind of stuff that you can get in trouble with. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now the first tune was Bozo tonight. Who's Bozo?
Ooh,
it's a robot. Well, it's an AI robot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
I guess it's about the future of creativity.
Are you scared about this AI thing?
Well,
Because
you kind of indulge in it quite, and cherish it. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. It's a tool, isn't it?
It's a tool.
I think people. I don't want to get into it, but people band it around a lot, and I don't know. There's two sides of the coin, and
Tom's a robot. He's a robot.
yeah. Sorry, yeah.
yeah, no, I mean, have none of you seen RoboCop?
Yeah, it was one of my first films that I watched when I was a kid. Snuck down the street and watched RoboCop.
Well, you will know the bit where the robot goes out of control and starts shooting everybody.
Yeah, watch out, Bozo.
Oh, yeah, keep your eye out for Bozo. So I've got some inside information. So, Rich, you make leather goods, apparently.
Yep, that's me. Bookmarks.
Excellent. Do you do thongs?
Yeah, they can be arranged if you want a personal fit-in. Optional, that is.
No, you're all right.
Yeah.
We know, Ben, you make pottery, don't you?
Yeah. You can make ceramic thongs. They're quite uncomfortable.
More of a
Not
box.
much give.
Reel me in. Why don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, and obviously, Tom, you make films, don't you, and videos for bands and
Yeah, I
stuff.
make films. I can make digital thongs as well. So we're covered in all three areas there.
I'm sorry I mentioned this now. But you are working on a project about the Duchess of York, aren't you, in Leeds?
I am, yeah. That's a VR project. So, yeah, that's a bit of a different one for me because I usually deal with films. But, yeah, we're doing an immersive experience about grassroots music venues and using the Duchess as a bit of a poster kind of boy for it, which is great. It had an amazing raft of talent that went through between 88 and 2000. And, yeah, it was just an amazing space. So.
And we're talking Leeds here, and we are also talking about John Keenan, who himself
100%
is a legend. So
I mean, yeah, it kind of pivots around him as a character.
Yeah, well, he's
still
a brilliant fella.
Yeah.
So if you're listening, John, hello, mate. Long time no see. So you've got some tour dates here. The 1st of September, Don Valley Bowl, Rock and Roll Circus. The 7th, Birkenhead Future Yard. The 8th, Huddersfield Northern Quarter. The 13th, Oxford Port Manon. The 14th, Margate Where Else. The 15th, Hastings Marina Fountain. 19th will be York, the Fulford Arms. The 20th, that will be Birmingham Hare and Hounds. 21st, Leeds Hyde Park Book Club. 22nd, Sunderland Pop Rex, mentioned earlier on. And 23rd, Sheffield, naturally, because you've got the key, Delicious Clam.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've talked about Mr. Grinelli. You may as well enlighten us now, eh? Have you got a swap instruments?
A little swap, yeah.
Okay, I'll just do some tap dancing while you do that.
Is Bozo taking over?
Yes, now I'm a robot. I've been sussed out. Robot in a thong. It's a new song for you. Okay then, Mock Tudors live in session. This is Mr. Grinelli.